Hello, folks. So I've done a few sort of practice streams, I guess you would call them, because a lot of the tools have changed here. I got a lot of updates that have happened. So, it's a little bit of a trial and error here. But what is the project? What am I doing? Well, I'm working on a supplemental lore video called The Werimym of Artriu, and it's supplemental to a book that I want to produce called The Last War of Artriu. And this video will go through pretty much the birth of the planet to the First War of Artriu. And basically my story begins after that first war. And so my thinking was, well, hey, why don't I produce a video? Because I wrote this lore down a long time ago. Why don't I produce a video that is based on a script I wrote, long time ago, and produce that, throw it on my YouTube channel. And so that's what I'm gonna do. So with that being said, we can go through a little bit of the drawings. Now, they are very rough, but there is about, at this point, 114 drawings. There's going to be about 5 more, so I guess you'd call it 119 or 120 drawings altogether. But, oops, we have it flipped. That's a sure sign of having something flipped right there. So let's flip it back. A lot of it's placeholder, and it's, of course, goes through the birth of the planet, the different creatures that are birthed, and so you can see it's very rough. I'm going for almost a video game cutscene style, to the video. It will probably run about 25 minutes, but if we go further on, we get stuff like this, and it's coming around. So I did want to go through a little bit of where this comes from. So I saved a lot of these documents that I worked on so many years ago, and I can show you guys some of that right now. So if we look here, Birth of Life. So it shows, 2009, 2006 for this document. Let's see, 2005 for the known universe. Let's just open the known universe. This is like pretty early sort of sketch, I guess in word form. But I was already starting to kind of organize things, but it was a long time ago, so I still had a long ways to go as far as, my organization skills. But, you can read here, it talks about the Werimym, the most continued to develop. One of the first planets to develop intelligent beings was a planet called Artriu. These beings called themselves the Werimym. They were a supernatural race and could travel between different planes of existence. Blah, blah, blah. So a lot of stuff. This lore has changed a bit, but it's generally the same. It's kind of like an outline. So a note about how it's being produced. So you'll notice on my channel I do like to mess with AI and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to mess with. I mean, it's going crazy right now. There's a lot of things you can do with it. I did think it was very important for the AI to not touch my sort of universe, or my fictional universe stuff. I kind of predict that there's going to be a lot of AI generated stuff on the market soon. But I just figured, hey, as cool as it is, I do want to have my stuff remaining, not touched too much by AI. I will say that I've prototyped some music for my video, and I might use it. It's like copyright-free music. It's not meant to be a score or anything. That would probably be the only thing. And then, of course, with the prototyping, also the voiceover. So the voice actor right now is AI for what I have, which is a rough animatic So that's nice, but I do want to hire somebody eventually to read for the whole thing, and it's about a 23-minute long video or something like that. But yeah, definitely be looking for an kind of an older British guy, a little bit of the Attenborough thing. It'd be nice. Yeah, so this is kind of my first foray into producing this fictional universe, and this is only just a little piece of it. You know, there's a ton more. There's a ton more. So if you look at my "What is the Eternus" Continuum video, you'll see pretty much it just shows all the art, and all that art has been produced from early 2000s to even some of it late 90s to now 2023. So runs the gamut. And so I found myself at this time like, well, hey, I should really produce this stuff. I have the skill now to do it. I've been in the industry for a while, and I've seen a lot of things. I've seen a lot of production, and so there comes a time where you're just like, hey, I want to produce my ideas, which is where this kind of comes from, this current stuff. So currently I'm working on a novella, which is set in a later time than the Werimym of Artriu. And I'm working on this Werimym of Artriu lore video, supplemental lore video. And then I think after the Dawn's Call, I'm going to work on the Last War of Artriu, which is, it should be interesting. Definitely a passion project. So I hope to do like a graphic novel series. But of course, we can also do animation. We can do video games. It just runs the gamut, So I did want to just kind of put it out there, just to show where this stuff comes from. What is it? So if we look here, the way I used to set this up was really just by the planets, and it was all folder structures. Now everything's on a Google Doc, which is cool. But if you look here, you got ancient planets. If you look at this map here, it's one of my first star maps, not very detailed. Of course, it's very janky. I ended up making a new one, which is a lot better. But if we go to ancient planets, we go to Artriu, we have it all here. This is old stuff. If we look at like this, for example, looks like this was modified 10:51 a.m. in 2006, Friday, November 17th. That's really interesting. Date taken 1/9/2005. So that's interesting. So that's when I think that's when it really started. Yeah, so date taken. Where is that? That's date taken. Yeah, CS2. Wow, it even remembers the Photoshop I was in. It's interesting. Yeah, I did. I took a photo of, a sketch, and then I painted over it in Photoshop, and that was the thing to do back then, instead of using a scanner. But let's see. This one I think is probably around 2008 or it's 2006, really? Interesting. Yeah, it's around Christmas 2006. Interesting. Here's one of the first. Well, actually, let's see here. Image bucket races. Let's go to. Yeah, there's just a ton of this. And you can see the drawings aren't very good. The Thayan. I've really changed how they look. I think they're gonna look way better than that. Here's some sketchbook stuff. The Grenouille, which, wow, that's interesting. I almost forgot that they were part of the story. But that's going to be for the Last War of Artriu. This was, let's see when it was actually snapped. 2008, huh? I must have been looking through old stuff and taking pictures of them. So, I was kind of meticulously, documenting this stuff. Let's see how old this one is. 2006. Yeah, 2006. Let's go back here. Anyways, let me go to this. I mean, this is really old here. Oh my gosh, that's very old. But I must have taken this same time as I took the others. Let's see. Yeah, I think around 2008, I just grabbed all of my stuff and took pictures of it because, you know, to this day, I don't think any of this stuff survived, you know. But oh my gosh, here we go. This might be some of the first stuff I ever produced over this universe. But let's just take a look at this. Boy, that's the mountaintop. The robot shoots an energy ball, but she jumps quickly and attacks with a kick. Still active. Execution. Rapid attack. Yeah, it's just robot encounter. Gosh, that is so funny. Here's man, this is like the first ever sketch of this planet Celzar that is in my universe. So she meets, yeah, dragons, demons, dragon flute. I mean, you know, gosh, my drawings were not very good, but hey, you know, I can look at this now and I could say, hey, you know, there was something there, and just take it and kind of do something with it, you know. Anyways, oh, here we go. Let's go Last War, the Last War of Artriu. So here's the original map. If you look here, we have things like the Onii, Cilio, Island of Cilio. What else? We have the Toro lands. Yoro. So, oh yeah, Pool of the Omular, Omli. I'm not around. Gotta love it. Had a sense of humor even back then. Let's see how old this is. In 2007, I took the picture, but you know, it's older than that. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, I just wanted to kind of, you know, this is part of the reason I don't want to use AI is these are ideas that I've had, and I'm a concept artist and designer, so you know, I kind of wanted to do that stuff by hand basically, and so that's that. Now, where are we now? Well, I've got about 114 drawings at this point. I have a storyboard that I am using with a script, basically. But what I've done is, oops, let's see here. So the script, which has, let me just fix this here. All my drawings in there, and they're very rough, but you know, as you can see, we have basically that Werimym of Artriu script basically put in here, and I fixed a lot of the stuff, the inconsistencies, and we're basically at the point now where we have, you know, basically an animatic here that I just need to basically do all these drawings and then you know, make them look pretty and put them together into a story. But so I thought I'd share some of that with you. At this point, we're here. While the Omli struggled to name them, they called themselves the Werimym. They were also skilled magicians, far more advanced than the other Omli. They excelled in skill and war and over and above any native Arturian species. Okay, so this one here is going to show the Feyan is basically at this point about to destroy, you know, everything really, about to win. So we can do a little drawing of them, sort of like kicking ass and taking names. Kind of rousing everybody. Get him. Something like that. Oh, let's put the music on a little bit here. Let's see, where would that be? Now, hopefully my audio levels are good, because that was the problem with one of my last streams. It was just so bad. Okay, now we're rocking. Gotta just make sure I'm in the right place here. Okay. This song didn't last very long, did it? I will pull the screen up a little closer for you guys so that it's not like a very small thing on the screen for you. You can see a little more. Guess that works. Now over here is just going to be this big fucking battle. Maybe like some husks. Battles. Some corpses. The main battle's going to be down here. There's a big ruined city. Very kind of Warhammer-y, you know? It's definitely the vibe. Some of his homies down here. There's a rubble. So let's refine a little more. Yeah, these final ones are getting a little more tough, but you know, that's what it's all about. Let's give it another little pass here. Take a little break. That's well enough. And of course, the city in the background. So that's going to be quite an illustration there. But, you know, we're going through these quick. We're going to leave it. All right, let's see. What was this part? Oh. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. It's perfect. You know, I'm glad I'm taking the time to at least really look at the compositions and everything else. You know, when it comes time to illustrate it, it's going to be a lot easier. I figured out mostly the biggest things there, you know? Like if you look, so that puts us all the way up there. Not cool. Oops. So this last one here will be the Werimym, basically kicking the crap out of the fans. And so that's what we'd want there. So let's just, for the time being, let's only put that there. It doesn't belong there yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 illustration. Nope, 4 illustrations left. You can see up here, pretty rough. It's because a lot of these are architecture, and I want to sit there and design the architecture. That's going to take a while. All right, let's see how long I've been streaming. 37 minutes. Seems fine to me. How about we do one more? And this will be the Werimym coming in strong. I want just one big one right here. Just like this. In fact, I want a little bit cooler than that. basically a bunch of the fans getting wrecked. Fun enough. Basically just God mode. Oh, that's going to be a tough one. I think we'll give it one more go around here. Actually, I need to take a break. Since I did some other streams earlier and they were not working, this means I've done about 3 today. So I'm super tired. I'm going to cut it off now. And yeah, I'll try to do this, every Sunday or somewhere during the weekend. And just kind of to document the process of this, creating this video. I think it might be interesting for people. Anyways, all right, we'll see you next time. Ciao.